Oh, fucking... Oh my god, man. Save me, please. Kill the fuckboy. Ah! There's so much here. You know what? I think the reason there is fuck all to do in Firebase Z is because Treyarch will put in loads of time and effort into Outbreak. And if that is true, well mate, I am fine with that. Because holy shit, Outbreak is one of the greatest additions Treyarch could have ever put into zombies. I love complaining about shit and just calling Treyarch cunts, but this time they have done so well and I'm fucking in love with this mode. I was excited for Firebase Z and I still think that map is great. But I'm telling you now, this mode makes that look like pure dog shit. I was proper excited for Onslaught when I found out about it, a mode where you play zombies on multiplayer maps. Holy shit, that sounds amazing. Cold War will never get boring. But I thought that meant literally converting every multiplayer map into a zombies one with like the perk machines, the box, and the pack-a-punch and everything. But nah, mate, because you know what? That'd be too good to be true. And I have a rule. If something does sound too good to be true, that means it is, until it's actually confirmed. Like with Zombie Chronicles, every time I saw a video that showed some kind of proof that it was actually real, I just wanted to tell the person to fuck off, it will never happen, because you know what, Treyarch don't actually love us. But then it happened. I was the same with Outbreak. I don't care how reliable a source is of a leak for something to be true. When I first heard of the idea of open world zombies, I just wanted to say to everyone that was making videos about it to fuck off, because it will never happen. Like, it literally sounds too good to be true. When you look at other game modes in zombies, none of them match up even close to how good this one is. And I don't like praising Treyarch a lot. When I say this shit is good, I mean it's fucking good. When I found out it was playing on the Fireteam maps, at first I was a little disappointed. I was hoping we actually get something new. Plus, I don't like Fireteam. I think it's boring as shit. I think the game mode is shit. I just think Cold War multiplayer is shit, to be honest. But they did it right by basically converting them into a full-on massive zombie map. That's what this mode does right that Onslaught didn't do. You spawn in one of the Fireteam maps and you are free. You have 1,000 points to start off because it's way harder to actually get points on the lower rounds in this mode. In fact, the best way to get points in this mode is by completing the main objectives or the mini challenges that spawn in each map / round. I don't actually know what to call it when you go on to like the next objective / map / round or something. So fuck it, I'm gonna just refer to them as round. It has similar round-based progression where you keep going higher and higher, and further you go, it gets even more difficult. I'd say one round is the equivalent of like 5 rounds of a normal zombies game. So round 1 is basically like round 5, round 2 is like round 10, and so on. There's no barricades or power to be turned on, and the pack-a-punch is already available, so is the box, so is the Wonder Fist, so is everything. Then you are free to just set yourself up in any way, although you get shit all points on the first few rounds, so it would take you forever to try and set yourself up to be a Terminator on round 1, which is smart, by the way. But over time in the game, you get more and more points at once very easily. Like on round 5, I completed the main objective and has about 30,000 points as a reward. But every map you spawn into has a certain objective that has to be completed. Either it will be kill a specific boss zombie that has 10 times more health than a normal one, or defend an area in the Dark Ether. And over time, everything just starts getting stronger. So it gets way more difficult, and it gets to a point where you literally have to survive before you even have a chance to think about doing the main objective. There is every kind of enemy and more in this, by the way. There's even a new version of the Panzer. I forget the name of it, but fuck me, it is terrifying. And I don't want to get raped. That thing's... Oh my god, you pan... And then there's these cunts. They're lovely, aren't they? Can't come up with a name for... You selfish... Oh no, I'm dead, you bastards. Why did you do that? I mean, it wouldn't be a Treyarch Zombies if there wasn't just that one thing that's there with the sole intention of pissing you off. But it doesn't matter because you can get raped by face fuckers and big, strong men left, right, and center. Because there seems to be more bosses than zombies at sometimes. Can you fuck off? It's retarded, honestly, but it's not boring, and that's a fucking good thing because Cold War is very easy to get bored of. It's like we've just been given 4 new zombie maps, to be honest. Vehicles are pretty cool and very much needed. Otherwise, you can only run and then you have to make that disgustingly long journey of 1 minute to get from point A to B. But being honest, make sure you don't let those Tempest fuckers destroy your cars because you need them. The map is stupid huge. At the time of recording this, I've only played solo, so I don't know how bad it would be if on a 4-man team, you have one person on their own like 5,000 miles away and then they go down. I doubt they are getting revived, to be honest, so I recommend you always have a self-revive on you or tombstone. The only way to get perks is the Wonder Fizz, which is the best choice, by the way. Otherwise, they'd all be scattered everywhere and you'd be running for hours just to get all your perks. There's also jump pads and you can redeploy your parachute, and then there's also random drops of points, as well as there's crystals that you would usually find in the Dark Ether, and loot boxes. There's a lot of shit you can find around the map that will help you set up. I also like how this game stops you from camping as well. Zombies spawn all spread out everywhere, and once you clear out one area, all zombies and bosses won't really spawn in that area, but if you go somewhere else, well, don't worry, because there'll be a lot of shit ready to fuck you in the ass. I think longer range weapons would be safer to survive. You can also get wonder weapons as drops, and I assume from the trials as well, but the die is still just as dog shit. In fact, it's even worse because because you can't even upgrade it in any way, as far as I know. And if the raid cake does exist in the game, I haven't got it yet, but I assume that'll definitely be a lifesaver. They also added the death machine as a score streak, and it is perfect and very useful for taking out the bosses. In fact, all streaks are overpowered, mainly the napalm strikes, because there is a shitload of open space. I have no clue if there's any kind of Easter egg or main quest. I imagine there could be something. I'll let all the big boys find that shit out because I can't be fucking asked to. Also, when you play, make sure you set yourself up nicely before you start trying to get objectives completed. I have no idea what happens if you fail them, but if you aren't prepared, you will get fucked. Mainly with armor. Make sure you have armor. Honestly, I don't really know what else I could say though. Like, this is such a good mode. Could it be better? I don't know. Maybe if there were orders to kill, it would be a lot more challenging, even though this mode definitely is very fucking challenging, so I don't think they actually need to add more shit to make it even more aids. In fact, now it begs the question, every time they add a new zombie map with a new zombie boss or a type of enemy, are they gonna add that shit into Onslaught? And if so, are they gonna add the wonder weapons to that shit? Who fucking knows? But I'm definitely gonna be playing this mode a lot though, until I get burnt out of it, which probably will actually be soon if I'm being honest, because no matter what, Cold War, it is very easy to get bored of. But above everything else, I'm surprised with how good this mode is. Treyarch, I swear half the time is just a word in a foreign language that translates to fucking annoying little shit. But this time I have to lick their asses because they've done such a good job with this mode until they pull some bullshit, which will probably be soon at some point. Let's be honest, it's fucking Treyarch.